All right, Most High God, please guard my lips. Help me to say what I mean and mean what I say in this reading regarding this situation with the Asian businesses that are being boycotted by their black patrons, their black customers, those who support their business. All right, thank you so much for your guidance, Most High. So, hello everybody. As most of you probably know by now, because I mean, if I'm getting the messages, a lot of y'all know what's going on. It's in America. I'm not sure if that boycott has reached the UK of the Asian businesses, but black people have been um, boycotting Asian businesses partly in protest for the killing of a black youth. I think his name is Cyrus. I don't know his full name, by an Asian man called Rick Chow. This is how I'm getting the information, right? This Rick Chow was found not guilty in the courts of killing this young black youth. And in response to that killing, black people decided this is the last straw. We're not taking any more bullshit from the Asian community. Okay? And instead of going out and burning shops and breaking stuff and acting irrational, they said, okay, let's just keep our money. Let's stop spending with these people, and we're going to spend with the black community instead. Or we're going to spend with people who support us instead. We're going to stop giving our money to these Asian people who don't respect us anyway, because I've been hearing reports about when they go into the Asian shops, the shopkeepers are telling them hurry up and buy. I've heard reports about black people being basically hovered over in the Chinese, in the Asian, let me call it Asian, because I'm not going to specify if it's Chinese, Japanese, Vietnamese. It's Asian. I'm going to say what the people been saying. Asian businesses. When they go in there, they're walking behind them as if they're thieves. Okay? They're not being treated with the level of respect that customers should receive. Okay? I've been hearing reports about actually several people being shot in the back by Asian shopkeepers, wrongfully so. So it's not even one incident. I think I've heard of at least two, maybe three. But this has been going on for years now, where black people are the biggest patrons. We show up, our people show up in the biggest numbers to support Asian businesses, their nail salons, their restaurants, and I'm not really sure what other, I heard the beauty supply stores. Black people are the main market when it comes to these businesses, and they don't even get treated with the respect that you should give a valued customer. They're not treated like valued customers. So with this boycott, the Asian businesses have learned the hard way the value of these customers. As I've been talking about in many readings, when it comes to the exchange between any business and the people who buy the product, the people who pay for the services that they're getting from these businesses. Yes, these businesses are important, but the people who come and pay their money to buy your goods or use your services, they too are very important. Without them, you would have no business. So I want everybody who have been watching me on this channel, everybody who I've been saying these things to, especially you major corporations, those of you who own and run these major corporations, who have been slowly over time carrying the price of the goods up, yet the products, like in a crisp bag, you get a crisp bag with crisps, and there's less crisps in the bag than there used to be back in the day, but the product is more expensive. We buy these phones, another example, we buy these phones, you can't, a lot of them don't come with earphone jacks anymore, so you have to buy earphones separately. You have to there are a lot of features that used to come with phones that don't come with phones now. The battery is locked into the phone, so if your battery, something go wrong with your battery, your whole phone is null and void. Yet these things are a lot more expensive, and people keep supporting these businesses anyway. It's only a matter of time before people get fed up with the mediocrity that they're now getting, yet they have to pay a lot more money for it. People aren't sleeping, they see these things. So this should be a lesson to everybody that is in business. It can happen to your business too. Don't think that you are above being boycotted. And people are waking up to the fact that it's not even about burning anybody's shop down or breaking into anybody's shop and just taking their stuff. We're not doing that anymore, as you can see. Once you take away that dollar, that pound, that EC, that yen, once you take away their financial strength, it hit them real hard, because that changes their whole lifestyle. So people aren't going to bother to be violent anymore. You just won't be, they're organizing themselves. I hope you realize what's going on. Something that we never thought we'd see for so long. Black people actually organizing themselves and using their strength. And they see that the strength is in their dollar. Because although black people are the poorest, we spend the most money. We support the most businesses, period. A black person will be poor and they want to still have the most expensive car. And yet still when they go to these places, they get treated like they are nobodies. And the people who are selling them these things, who have no faith in this black person's dollar, don't even know the kind of sacrifice that this person is willing to put in to make sure that he or she get the money that is needed to pay the price for the good that they actually desire. Money is money. Okay? You should treat all your customers as though they are valued customers. Or else there will come a time when they will show you. Nature will find a way to show you. You should have been valuing these people in the first place. Stop doing what y'all are doing to black customers. So let's get back on this Asian business. So Rick Chow was released, found not guilty of killing this black child. And as the reports are coming out, I haven't heard one person say that Rick Chow was right for killing this black child. That means everybody agreed that Rick Chow deserved to be imprisoned. However, the system did not imprison him. Fine. Rick Chow is one of the main causes. Rick Chow is the straw that broke the camel's back when it comes to black people supporting Asian businesses. Right? Right. So, if y'all know that Rick Chow is one of the main causes of this boycott that's going on between the black patrons and Asian businesses, why don't you people take it upon yourself and discipline your person, Rick Chow? Why don't you all take it upon yourself and show respect to the black community and discipline Rick Chow if the system failed to discipline Rick Chow? Rick Chow got let go for hurting someone from the black community, something that the black community has had to endure for many, 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 many decades and years and maybe even centuries. There comes a time when black people get fed up of being bullied, oppressed, treated like garbage, okay? And that's what's happening right now. And black people have finally woken up to the fact that instead of we going out and mashing up anybody's shop, we're going to just start spending our money with you. White people, you could get it too. Because all of you who talk down on black people and try to discredit black people, and y'all got the most terrible things to say about black people, after the very system is what has trained black people to be so unruly, so unprofessional. Y'all not gonna talk about that part. We were cultured to be ghetto. We were cultured to be rude. We were cultured to be bad gal and bad boy. The system taught us that. Y'all not gonna talk about that, because the fact that black people endured slavery and still we don't seek revenge, that should tell us the respectable creatures that we are. We are not savages like y'all said, because if we were savages, we would have been hurting a lot of people for what was done to our people back in the day. Let's be real. The fact that we went through all those social injustices and we still, all we want to do is make our money, have great parties, spend time with our folks, go to work, do our hobbies. We just living and chilling. We want to look good. We want to smell good. That's what black people really be thinking about. As a general rule, black people are just thinking about themselves and making themselves better. Okay? We don't be trying to hurt nobody. Although we will hurt the most of all the people that exist on this planet. So y'all trying to make our people look like we're all thieves and we're all drug dealers and we don't have any manners and all these things. All those things is how they're trying to culture us. And some of us it work on, yes, but not all of us have swallowed that horrible pill. We're not like that. And when you do find those of us who are not under that evil spell, y'all try to provoke us so that we show you that we can be savage. But y'all don't talk about the provocation. Y'all just go jump straight to see how they're behaving, these fucking black people. That's how y'all been doing it. But y'all know that we are kings and queens. We are of regal DNA. We are gods and goddesses in the flesh. We are the salt of the earth. We are who everybody want to be. All of you cultures, you've been stealing from the black people. Y'all look at us like we're nobodies and we're nothing. And every time we look, somebody else is stealing something from the black culture. But yet y'all don't have no respect for us. All of y'all, you talk about us badly at your dinner tables and in your little secret groups and whatnot, but yet your children want to steal the way we talk. They want to steal the way we dress. They want to steal the way we sing. They want to steal the way we wear. They steal our swagger all day, every day. But y'all don't have no respect for the black nation. When you do find a good black one, y'all try to provoke that good black person so that they can flip out. And then that's the part of them that you show to the rest of the world. Like all these black people are just savage. All these black people are just low quality. They're animals. That's how you put us out there into the world when you know that's a lie. Y'all have to provoke us to get us to be like that. Otherwise, we don't move like that as a standard. We are peaceful people. Our DNA is that of peace and love. Okay? So if Rick Chow is the straw that broke the camel's back, all y'all Asians should have taken it upon yourself to discipline Rick Chow, since the system don't want to discipline Rick Chow. And you know what that would have done if y'all took it upon yourself to discipline this Rick Chow guy? Is show the black nation that you have some level of respect for them. And then they wouldn't go so hard to boycott all of y'all who deserve to be boycotted. The few Asians who do show some level of respect to the black people, I'm sure y'all gonna be safe. They're gonna be black people standing up for y'all and shit, saying to people, y'all, not this one. This one never treated us like that. This one always supported us. But the rest of them who just see us as their monthly paycheck and they don't give back to any black communities, they're the ones that's gonna be getting it. Black people gonna make sure that these people are boycotted. And it's only fair, it's only right. Since y'all don't want to discipline your own, since the system failed to discipline your own, then the black people decided, okay, we're going to take power into our own hands. And we're not going to fight nobody. We're just going to hold our dollar because everybody want money. And we got it. Even though we have the lowest wage, even though we're the poorest, we still make up the bulk of everybody's money when it comes to their business. We support businesses the most. Isn't that weird? But now black people are starting to support their own. Which brings me to why I really want to make this video. I'm going to talk to the black people who are going to start getting more business now. Before it gets too late, listen to what I'm going to tell you guys. Okay? This is very important. Now, I'm going to use the Jamaicans as the example in this because everybody can testify to what I'm about to say. Anybody who's ever been to a Jamaican restaurant, you can testify to what I'm about to say. Jamaica is a land of very relaxed people. We respect that. We admire that. But maybe in Jamaica, the way that Jamaicans conduct business is okay for Jamaicans because it's Jamaica. But no disrespect to the Jamaicans who have businesses abroad. My darlings, you have to understand that you are catering to a different public. We are not knowledgeable of your very relaxed Jamaican culture, okay? Because you go to a Jamaican restaurant, and I'm going to be honest with you, the decor, the ones that I've been to, even if it's just a little shop, you need to make sure that you uphold a standard of the decor, uphold a standard of cleanliness. And when you're talking to your customers, you need to uphold a standard of professionalism. Okay, you cannot treat these foreign customers as though they are your Jamaican fellow men and fellow women because they don't know about your culture. Okay, it's one thing for the food to be great. Another thing that's equally as important is customer service. So now apply this to all the hair salons, the black hair salons that are about to get more business, all the black nail salons that are about to get business, all of the black businesses that are about to get more business. Please, my darlings, make sure that you deal with your customers, whatever color they are, wherever they come from, with a high level of professionalism. You could be as ghetto as hell. When you walk through that door to go to work, you need to find the professional within you. Uphold a standard of business ethics. It is very important, okay? Because fair enough, there's going to be a lot of business being shifted to you right now. A lot of money is going to start coming into your business, okay? We don't need to hear reports of how unfortunate it is that you're not doing whatever service you are being paid for properly. We don't want to hear those reports, okay? So take your time and do what you're doing to your highest standard. Every customer, take your time and treat them to the highest standard because they are the value of your business. If you lose them, you lose your business, period. Treat every customer with the highest standard. Even if they're being rude to you, there's a way to check them without you dropping your professional facade. They don't need to know that you're ghetto unless they really push you. Don't ever drop your professional persona, because if you do, it makes the whole business look bad. Don't do it, and that will make you lose customers. They will go and tell somebody how terrible you treated them, and that will make your business drop in customer levels. You don't need a fall in customers. You need more customers. Don't take on more than you can manage either. When you're tired, stop. The money is going to keep coming as long as you keep your standards high. When these people leave your establishment, they should be singing your praises. And you don't have to be fake nice to them. Just be courteous. That's it. You don't have to kiss nobody's ass. Do not go so far. Find a balance. Do not kiss nobody ass and don't be rude to them either. Okay? We don't need to hear reports couple months from now about this financial shift to the black community, but people are saying when they go into these black businesses, they're not treated with a level of respect that they deserve. We don't want to hear how you're on your phone chatting when you're supposed to be dealing with your customer. We don't want to hear you look like you don't really want to do this person's hair or nails or feed them their food. We don't want to hear any fall in the standard of business ethics. Okay? If you've never had to practice high levels of business ethics before, now is the time for you to brush up your knowledge. You want great customer service, it doesn't matter who it is. See yourself as a 5-star, whatever you are. And treat your customer as though they're the most important person in the room. Because they are. Just as you are. They're coming, their money is going to pay for your rent, your holidays, your children's food, your clothes. They might help you buy a house if you keep your standards high. They will keep patronizing you. Keep the way that you treat them high and keep the standard of work that you put out really high. And make sure that you are asking for what you truly believe your work deserves so that you don't feel cheated at the end of every customer. You need to find the balance. Start this thing off the way that you intend for it to continue to go. If you're training, make sure that you wear a badge to let the customers coming in know that you are a trainee, so they do not expect you to move like a professional because they know you are a trainee. Those who are willing to give you the practice, let them give you the practice. If people come in and they don't want a trainee working on them, respect their wishes because they know what they can afford and can't afford. Maybe they have a very important business meeting and they can't afford to get their hair or their nails messed up right now. They need somebody who's a professional. They're going to be people who are going to support the trainees because we need to keep people learning these trades. And you have to have experience. But you can't force people to give you a chance. Make sure that the trainees in your businesses, whether it's a trainee waiter, a trainee nail tech, a trainee hairstylist, make sure that if they're at the level of trainee, you give them a badge and let every customer that will let every customer that come in know that this is a trainee, so they know what quality of work to expect from this worker in your business. Are you people hearing me? These things can either make or break your business. You have an opportunity to put your best foot forward right now and lock in the customers that are about to come to you. If you don't, when everything's settled, they're going to go right back to the Asian businesses and you're going to go right back to a very low income and a very low customer rate because you had an opportunity to show them the best of you. And what you showed them was not high enough. Make sure you dress well when you go to work. Make sure you smell good when you go to work. Don't go to work drunk. If you have man problem or you have woman problem, leave that shit outside of your place of business. Deal with it when you're done working, if you can. Do not be on your phone while you're doing your customers' hair or nails, my loves. It's not a good look. Give your customer the undivided attention. So this is the part that I don't hear anybody talking about in all the talks that I've listened to when it comes to this Asian businesses being blacked out or being boycotted, and the business is now going to shift to black businesses. That is very, very good to hear. It's nice for us to start supporting our own. But remember, black businesses, you need to put your best foot forward. It's not an opportunity for you to take lightly and feel like you're the most important here. You're both equally important. The customer is grateful to have a business that they could go to and get the goods and services that they seek. And you should be equally grateful to have people come in and use your goods and services so that they can pay you. If y'all need to put things in place where you take your money first, take your money first and make sure that you give them the best service. Do not allow people to come into your salon and play with you because you're black. Because to be honest with you, the world has trained us to see black business people as being of a low class. Do not prove them right. Give them some tea or coffee or maybe a tiny little snack. Okay? Give them reward cards so that if they're repeat customers, they get some kind of discount, and it encourages them to come back and make sure every time they leave, they feel like a superstar. So that they will rate you and always want to support you, and you will get more business, because when their friends see their hair or their nails or their toes or whatever you do, they're going to say, where'd you get that from? Where did what, and that is going to help increase your customer base. So it is in your best interest to put your best work out there every time. Do not devalue any customer because you don't know who these people are that's coming into your salon. You don't know who these people are that's coming to use your nail business. You don't know who these people are that's coming to your beauty supply shop. You don't know who these people are. They may look like Croft, but they know a lot of millionaires. And if you treat them like royalty, you just open the door that you'll be happy you opened when you finally realize the door that you actually opened. Do not judge a book by its cover. You don't know who these people are that's coming in. Treat everybody like royalty. All when they don't deserve it. Keep your cool. Keep your cool because you're the professional there. If they really push you and deserve for you to cost them clot. Because some people, they just be doing too much. Or kick them out the shop. Tell them don't come back. Because you don't need that type of stress. Keep a harmonious environment. And another thing, your work colleagues. It's important that you have a respectable relationship with your work colleagues. Make sure everybody in the business get along. It's important because it creates the atmosphere of the business. Now, you can't force people to like people. People are going to have their own disputes. People are going to be jealous of people. They're going to have their own little discrepancies. You're a family. Whoever work in the business together, remember you are all a family. Y'all spend at least 8 hours a day together. You're basically a family. You live together. You have to find ways to get along with each other. Because if there's tension in the business, it's reflected in your attitudes and your customers can feel it. And you want them to have a pleasant time when they come to visit your business. So any in-house discrepancies that you have, make sure that you always nip that shit in the bud. If you don't like someone, don't be going around them. Y'all need to stay away from each other so that you don't upset the aura of the general business. You understand? Do not give these people any bad things to be saying about y'all if you can help it, because they're going to be coming in, they're going to be watching, and the Asians will be too happy to hear all these negative reports about Black businesses. And then it's going to be another whole can of worms open. You're a team. Make sure that the environment, your inside decor and your outside decor, keep the outside of your shop clean, the inside of your shop clean. The toilets need to be spotless. Your toilets need to be spotless. So if you know right now that your toilet got yellow stains and all type of shit on there, you need to go fix that now. It's not a good look. Your face basin need to be clean. Make sure that there's hand soap in the bathroom. Make sure that there are tissues in the bathroom for people to dry their hands. Or tissue available for people to dry their hands after they use the toilets. Clean the toilet, the door handle. Make sure that if you have a cleaner, whoever is responsible for cleaning, make sure that they clean the toilet door handle, clean the toilet seat. And I suggest you don't use rags to clean the toilet seat. You want to use something that you can wipe and throw away. I used to spray bleach or whatever and use like paper towels and clean so I could just throw them straight in the bin. You don't need to have a rag where people need to wash out because it's people's random pee. You don't know who got diseases and whatnot. Okay? So y'all need to bring your standard way up. It's nice to have some live plants. If you can't take care of live plants, have some fake beautiful plants inside. If there's no space on the floor, put a shelf on the wall and put it up high. Hopefully it could be like one hanging, not too low so that children can pull it down. But if you don't have any floor space, put a shelf up high and have like a hanging plant. It's nice to see greenery. Make sure that your place is a nice color. You want to think about how you make your customer feel when they come in. Don't just think about what is trending. Don't follow anybody. Let your vibe be unique to your tribe, your colleagues, all those who work inside this place. This is your signature. The customers that feel drawn to you, they'll be drawn to your energy. Make sure that what your place look like inside is a reflection of who you all are and who you represent, so you attract your tribe. Do not try to do what is popular so that you can pull the most people. Have faith in who you are as a collective. And when you're hiring people, you need to make sure that who you hire will fit well with the team that you already have. I'm giving y'all a lot of pointers that you need to pay attention to. If you would do all this, you'll give them a lot less to have to say about you. Don't give these people anything bad to say about you because they're just waiting. So before this transfer of wealth really take off, I'm giving y'all pointers to help y'all to maintain that transference of wealth. Don't make your Black sisters and Black brothers regret coming to you. It's not good for your business. It's going to mess up your reputation, and once that reputation is gone, it's hard to get it back. Because the same way, if they come in your business and they get great service, that they're going to go and everybody going to see it and they're going to tell people of it and you get customers, is the same way. If you do a bad job and they go back to their place, when people see it, they'll have bad reports to say about you. And that is going to paint a bad picture of you in the mind of the general public. It's important that your trainees wear trainee badges. Let the public know their level of ability. Do not take it lightly. Do not take it for granted. Because if they don't have a trainee badge on, they're going to assume that they're a professional. and they expect professional service and level. So it's more than just allowing the customers to come into your shop. Y'all now have responsibilities, more responsibilities. You got to work for your money. So make sure your interior is a reflection of you. Make sure it's clean. When it comes to foods in the salon, make sure there's nothing in the salon that's gonna make like a crazy smell. You know, some of these African dishes and some of these maybe Caribbean dishes and stuff, they might smell up the salon. Not everybody going like that. So you need to show some, there needs to be a give and take when it comes to the foods that you allow yourself to bring to work for lunch. Okay? Make sure that when you guys use your mop, you wash out the mop. A lot of people, they would use the mop to clean up, but they don't clean out the mop. So when after you mop the floor, there's a horrid smell that's left in the salon. Use hot water after you mop. Well, before you mop, use hot water. Boil the kettle and pour the water in and beat out the mop with a tiny bit of soap or whatever. Beat out the mop. Get out any bad vibes, okay? And then rinse that away. And then after you do that, you get some more hot water, some fresh hot water, and you rinse that out. So now you don't put any soap, you rinse that out, and then you get another hot water. If you know your mop has been smelling. And if you need to buy a new mop, just buy a new mop and start over. And make sure you use scalding water to clean the mop. Because a lot of problem that I see with businesses is they will use the mop and then the place is left with a bad smell because the mop hasn't been cleaned. Okay? When people come in, make sure the place is nice and clean and fresh. First impressions are everything. It matters. It makes a difference. Your people supposed to, your new customers and your old customers, they're supposed to have, even your old customers, you see your old customers, my connection is moving slow. Your old customers, they are used to the way that you do things. They are used to your salon looking how it's looking. They are definitely bona fide family. But now that you're getting some new people in, you need to start to upgrade. Maybe you can even talk to your bona fide customers and get their input so it don't look like you're just upgrading because of these old people. Include them. They are like your gold star customers. Treat them like they're gold star customers or platinum customers. You need to have a system. Show support for those who show your business the most support. Make them feel special. They put money in your pocket. They help pay your rent every month. They help buy your food because they support your business. Don't do like these Asians and just take. If you've never had a credit system, or if you've never had a reward system in your business, formulate one. Show your customers that you value them with all these points that I've been giving you. You want a nice, clean atmosphere. You want the harmony to be among your colleagues. You want to leave your life problems outside the salon, outside the business door. Unless you can't help it. If you're really bothered by something that's happening in your personal life, then you're allowed to express that if you need to your customers and to your colleagues so they understand why you're not quite yourself today. It's like it's too heavy. People be going through shit. And if somebody can help you, they'll help you. If they can't help you, at least they know why you're so heavy today. Okay? You're a family. You need to work together. So keep your place clean. Make sure the place nice. Get some live plants. If you can't get live plants, get some great fake live looking plants. Make sure that the children have their designated space. And all y'all gonna have to become aunties and uncles to the children, because sometimes parents come in and it's like they can't control their children. Step in. Do not allow these people to create havoc in your business. You take charge. Know when to take charge and know when to sit back. Because at the end of the day, if they get hurt by a hot curling iron or some kind of sharp tool or something like that, then quickly they want to sue. So make sure that these children, if their parents aren't controlling them, you talk to the parents and make them know, so them need to make them children sit down. And if they don't want to do that, then you're going to have to politely ask them to leave, because you don't want no problems. So with the increase of customers coming to you, it's going to bring a whole bunch of other challenges. You need to be ready. And you need to handle every challenge professionally. So if you've never learned to speak to someone with respect, now is your time to practice. It's uber important. You are the professional there. Keep your professional stance always, unless the person absolutely need for you to show them, yo, I wasn't born a professional, you know. I could go street on you real quick. Don't try me. But that's after you even ask them to leave. So before you flip out on them, ask them to please leave. If they refuse to leave and you have to go into ghetto mode on them, then it's justified. But make sure that your behavior is justified. Do not take pleasure in going ghetto on any customer at any time. It's not a good look. And especially if you're black. Do not give these people reason to come on the internet and talk bad things about your business and your business ethics, the cleanliness of your place. This is an opportunity for you to increase your customer base and actually keep them. Give them reason to say, I don't know how come I wasn't coming here all along. Okay? So that part is the part that I really wanted to focus on when it comes to this shift of wealth into the black community. Y'all need to educate yourselves on how to be really professional. If I offended any Jamaican business people with my earlier speech, I apologize profusely. I am not intending to degrade you, okay? But the truth is, foreign is not Jamaica. These people, they are used to different standards. And when you're in Rome, you have to adapt some of the Roman traits. Your food is great. Your customer service needs improvement. If you'd be honest with yourself, you'd know that I'm not being rude. I'm just being truthful, and maybe it's hard to hear. Just because it's a Jamaican establishment don't mean that they need to look ghetto. We don't want to see no place looking dusty. We don't want to see the floors looking crusty. We want, they got fake tiles now. If you got tiles on your floor and they all cracked up, you can get some filler and fill out the cracked parts, and then buy some cheap stick-on tiles and just tile the whole floor. It's cheaper than if you have to put the ceramic tiles on the floor. You don't have to rip up what's underneath. Just put some fresh tiles, and they're so cheap that shit. If you want to change it every 3 years, you can change the internal decor of your business every 3 years. Do some research. It got stick-on wallpaper if you want to change the walls. Okay? Give your customers a great experience when they come into your establishment. You will keep them that way. Because sometimes I go to Jamaican restaurants and you can tell they got man problem. You could tell they got issues because business hasn't been great, business been slow for whatever reason. But if you put out yourself to do everything that you can to make sure that your business is running well, like making sure it's clean, making sure that you're talking to the customers with respect, making sure that your food is fresh and good, great tasting, then it must be an outside influence. So then you can start looking outside. If you know you're clean and you smell fresh, you know that there's no problem like that in the in your business, then you know that it's some kind of energy that's coming from outside. So you can locate who or what is trying to sabotage your business. But you need to first make sure that you're doing everything that you are supposed to be doing before you start looking outside for outside sabotage. You understand what I'm saying? So maybe I'm not saying this in the nicest way possible. Y'all know I'm just straightforward. And I don't mean to offend anybody with anything that I've said in this video. I'm trying to help y'all to be ahead of the game. Okay? Now it's time for us to upgrade our business ethics, because this is a great opportunity for y'all to finally get your businesses a wider customer base. People are gonna try your business. Make sure when they try it, they like it. Everything about it. Sometimes you gotta spend money to make money. So maybe it's time to change up the decor, freshen up the place, some fresh paint, fresh flooring. Maybe even get a different new uniform if you can afford to. Do whatever you can so that when these new customers come in, or even your old customers, the fact that your place look welcoming, because that's the first thing that people see, you know, is the packaging. If it looks welcoming, people will be drawn into your business. If it doesn't look welcoming, they're just gonna turn up their nose and keep walking. These little details, they seem like they're not important, but hello, open your eyes. It's important. Okay? You want business? Shit, you got responsibilities. With great power come great responsibility. That's standard. All right? So you need to work hard for your money. You work hard for your money. Though I think work smarter, not harder. The self-adhesive wallpaper, self-adhesive tiles. You got all type of ways that you can make your business look brand new. Freshen up the place. And make sure that even if you got money problems right now, don't let that be reflected in your face. Don't let people know that you're struggling, bruv. Don't carry that energy. You shouldn't be desperate for people to come and use your services. Make sure that you're doing what you're supposed to do on your side of the deal, and everything else will work itself out. Because you can't force people to come into your business. Make sure that you're doing what you're supposed to do in the deal. Make sure your place is clean. Make sure your staff is friendly. Make sure your goods are up to par. Yeah, make sure your staff is friendly. Make sure your goods are up to par. Make sure your place is clean. Make sure your mop is clean. Hot water and soap, whatever kind of soap you like. Me personally, I use a mixture of thick bleach, vinegar, and dish liquid. And if I get some of that nice smelling ammonia thing, I put some of that in there too. I just mix all that up in the dish liquid bottle, shake it up, and that's what I use to clean my floors. Because I know vinegar has some great bacteria killing properties. And the thick and the bleach as well. And then the soap is soap. It's to wash. Right? So it's a lot of cleaning agent, and then the other thing is to make it smell nice. And the hot water helped to keep the mop clean. I haven't had a smelly mop in quite some time. It works like a charm. Make sure your toilets are up to par. If you need to buy a new toilet seat, buy a new toilet seat. Freshen up the place. Revival time. Get into a positive energy. Think positive. Forget your troubles. Think positive. Do what you need to do and just keep a positive mindset. And be patient. Be patient. Because sometimes life itself is testing you. Be patient. You'll be all right. Make sure you're doing what you need to do in the overall deal. And everything gonna work out. You're gonna get what's for you. Let every customer leave singing the praises of your establishment. So who gonna stay at the end of this fiasco? They gonna stay. Who gonna leave? Gonna leave. It's okay. Keep taking care of the public, and they'll keep taking care of you. All right. So now I'm done. Thank y'all so much for joining me. I hope that you found this information very helpful. The best of luck to all y'all who are about to get busy. Freshen up the place. New vibes. Okay? And be patient. Trust the process. And stay professional at all times. Put a smile on your face, even though your life is falling apart outside. When you get outside, then you deal with the life that's falling apart. Some of y'all need to kick some people out your life. Because that's the reason why your life is falling apart. Get rid of them, you be all right. Right. Until next time, my loves. Bye-bye. This ending delay. Again, I press end and they still minding my business. Yesterday it took almost a minute for it to start shutting down. Seriously, YouTube, stop your shit. Babylon. So annoying. End the live, your bumbucket. Thank you.